Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about CTF and how a CTFs can turn you into a hacker. All right, so let's get right into it. So when you first hear about CTF and cybersecurity, everyone makes it sound so simple. And I'm here to tell you it's not that simple. Just hack into the website and I'm like, all right, cool. So you open it up, you see a login page, you run a few scans and maybe even look at the source code because that's something I would do, right? And then suddenly you staring at the screen like, bro, what am I supposed to do here? Yeah, that moment right there, that's where every single hacker, every cybersecurity professional starts. You're confused, overwhelmed, and thinking everyone is a genius. I literally thought that mindset right there truly discouraged me. But let me really put you on. Nobody's born knowing this stuff. You learn it piece by piece, literally, by doing challenges that make you think like an attacker and a defender at the same time. So today I'm going to break down exactly how to get into CTF step by step, from zero experience to understanding the hacker mindset. And I hope I can do that for you. And if you're looking for a place to learn and practice with other people who actually get it, I run a huge cybersecurity community called OwlSec. We got nearly 200K members learning cybersecurity, doing CTF, sharing tools, and helping each other completely free. If you're ready to legit learn, that is the best place to start. But first, let's understand what CTFs really are. CTF stands for Capture the Flag, and it's exactly what it sounds like. There's a flag hidden somewhere, maybe inside a website, a file, or a system, and it's your job to find it. So I had to look up a good analogy for you guys to better understand it, because the other ones I was making, I felt like I was just overcomplicating it. So think of it like a digital hide and seek, right? The flag is your proof that you found and exploited the vulnerability. It's not about breaking stuff. It's about discovering how things work under the hood. So let me make this into like a visual for you. And I tend to use this analogy a lot because it's what stuck with me. So imagine a locked house, right? And you're told there's a flag somewhere inside, right? So you have the front door, that's the login page. The window, that's the input fields. The mailbox, that's maybe an upload feature. The security camera, that's the server log. You're not trying to break in for fun. Well, I always like to do stuff for the lulz, but we're not going to talk about that. Um, you're learning how each part of the system interact and how misconfiguration and weak passwords or bad code can be turned into access. So I should make a shirt called I love misconfigurations. I gotcha. All right, so let me jump back in. I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I get too excited. So there are different types of CTFs, right? So you have web exploitation, which I love. So that's websites and servers. You have forensics, which is recovering deleted data, memory dumps, and logs. Then you have reverse engineering, which I can't wait to get to, is taking apart software to see how it really works. Then you have crypto, breaking ciphers and math puzzles, and binary exploitation, finding flaws in compiled programs. So each one teaches you a different muscle in cybersecurity. Web teaches you logic. Forensic teaches you patience. Reversing teaches you precision. Crypto teaches you pattern recognition. I want you to keep this in mind. You do not need to master all of them. That's like literally impossible. And if you could correct, I mean, if you learned all of those, you probably on a watch list, or you're with some special task force. I don't know. But you just need to start with one challenge at a time. Seriously, just pick one and focus on that. So now let's get into the hacker's mindset, right? So curiosity over everything. That's like my little thing. So COE, you know. The most important things to understand before you touch a single tool is the mindset. So people think hackers are super smart because they know fancy command lines. No. NO. Real hackers are just relentlessly curious. When you think of CTFs, right, you think of the physical capture the flag, right? CTFs in here is a digital escape room. You're locked in a room and you have to look around. Maybe there's a crack in the wall, maybe there's something written backwards on a mirror, or maybe there's a loose tile. I don't know, something. But that's how you approach cybersecurity. You learn to see possibilities where most people see nothing. Every error message, every response code, every weird behavior should be a vulnerability to exploit. I love saying that word. Here's the mindset shift that changed everything for me. And I truly mean everything. Don't ask, what can I do here? Ask, what did the developer not expect me to do here? That's a big difference. That's hacking in one sentence. And I know that I said this line before in my video, and I just like to refer back to it because it is true. Um, it's not about chaos. It's about curiosity, creativity, and control, right? The same mindset that helps you solve CTFs is what companies pay you for. Because a hacker who understands how things break is the same person who knows how to protect them. All right, let's talk about tools because that's where most people fall into the trap. They download Kali Linux, open up Burp Suite, and start running random commands they saw on YouTube Shorts. Once you stop right there, take a breath. Now stick with me. Don't treat tools like magic spells. Treat them like an instrument. You wouldn't hand a violin to someone who doesn't understand rhythm and say, play Beethoven. Same thing here. You got to know the rhythm of how data moves before you can play the melody. Here's your toolkit, right? We're going to treat this like Pokemon, right? Okay. So each tool is going to be a Pokemon. That is so bad. I feel like I'm such a nerd sometimes. So you have Nmap, right? So your radar, which scans networks, find open ports, tells you what's running. You have GoBuster, Derb, your treasure maps. They find hidden directories and files. Burp Suite, OwlSec, your microscope. You watch traffic between browser and server. Wireshark, your time machine. See what's happening on the network. CyberChef is truly your digital Swiss Army knife, right? You decode, encode, hash, transform all in one. Gidra, IDA free for reverse engineering and challenges. But let me put you on to a secret. None of those tools really matter without understanding. You don't need to memorize every flag in Nmap. You need to know what it's showing you. When it says port 22 is open, you think SSH, maybe weak credentials, right? When it says port 80, web server, maybe outdated CMS. That's the hacker brain forming connection. Tools are just extensions of your curiosity. How to actually start CTFs. Okay, let's get practical. How do you start? All right, step one, pick your platform. All right, TryHackMe is perfect for beginners. It's literally a guide through labs, concepts, and step-by-step missions. Hack the Box is more open-ended. It forces you to think and research. And that's how I got started. I started with Hack the Box first, and then I discovered TryHackMe later. So I kind of went backwards, right? Because I always refer TryHackMe because it works more on, like, I say soft skill, and Hack the Box work on your hard skills and stuff. So yeah. You have Pico CTF is a great platform for beginners, especially young students of those who are coming from zero background, but also TryHackMe. So I prefer TryHackMe for beginners, but Pico CTF is just as good. Hub is for running machines locally. Step two, don't rush into hard machines. I promise you the easy ones will humble you. Okay? Think of CTFs like gym workouts. You don't walk into the gym and just deadlift 400 pounds unless you're like, I don't know, you're like low key Hercules or the Hulk or something. Obviously, you start light, learn form, and slowly increase weight. Each easy machine teaches you a pattern. You'll start noticing, oh, that looks like an SQL injection, or I've seen this kind of misconfiguration before. And this is why it's important to take notes. Step three, take notes like your life depends on it. Seriously, you will thank me later. You will come back to this video like, yo, if I didn't listen to you without taking notes, I would have been cooked. So you're welcome. So use notation, Obsidian, or even a simple Google Doc. Record every command, what it did, what failed, and what worked and why. Over time, those notes become a part of you. Step 4, read write-ups, but the right way. Don't just copy and paste steps. Study how people thought, right? Ask yourself, why did they try this? What clue led them here? That's how you build intuition, not by memorizing, but by connecting dots. Step 5, reflect after each CTF. What did I learn? What took the most time? What could I have automated next time? That's what separates people who play CTF from the people who grow from them. Let me tell you something that nobody's emphasized enough. Cybersecurity is not a solo sport, right? You'll grow 10 times faster when you're around people who are learning and struggling just like you. That's why I created OwlSec. Our community has almost, 200K members from all over the world. Students, professionals, beginners, everyone help each other out. We do CTFs together, we share walkthroughs, give prizes, vouchers, and even host hangouts and movie nights. But the best part is, it's free. Everyone in OwlSec remembers being a beginner, confused, nervous, unsure, so we build a space where you can ask dumb questions without being judged. And I'm just joking. There's no such thing as dumb questions. You'll find mentors, resources, and people grinding for certs like the CISA Plus, CPTS, PNPT, OSCP, and even people building AI tools for security. So if you want to stay consistent and get accountability and actually have fun learning hacking, join the Discord. It's the link below, and trust me, you'll fit right in. The emotional reality of learning hacking. Now, let's talk about the part no one wants to show you, the frustration. Don't feel bad because you will fail, you will get stuck, you will spend 3 hours staring at a single command wondering why it's not working, only to realize you just missed a space. Welcome to hacking. The highs are insane, but the lows will definitely test your patience. And that's the point. CTFs aren't just about skills, they train your problem-solving muscles. Every challenge teaches you discipline, pattern recognition, and persistence. You stop taking things at face value, you question, you test, you verify. That's the hacker mindset in real life. You'll see people say it's just a game, but truthfully, it's practice for the real world. Every exploit you learn in a CTF mirrors something that once exists in a product system. You're training your brain to think like an attacker. So when you're a defender, you already know how the other side operates. And the beautiful part is eventually something clicks. You stop guessing and start seeing. That's when you realize you're just not playing a game anymore. You're becoming a cybersecurity professional. So yeah, that's how you start doing CTFs and actually getting good at them. It's not about knowing every exploit. It's about being curious, consistent, and connected to people who push you to grow. You don't need to be a genius. You need to be obsessed with understanding how things work. So start small, stay humble, and remember, this isn't just hacking computers. It's hacking the way you think. And I know that I keep bringing up my Discord, and it's legit just for people who are serious about their journey. And it's a reason why we have 200,000 members doing what you're trying to do, learn, build, and have fun doing it. So links below, hop in, and remember, curiosity isn't a weakness, it's your superpower. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on this journey. I am getting better and better with this content. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be dropping more videos for you guys and improving along the way. And I do truly hope you enjoy it. And I see you until next time. Peace.